Alright, what the fuck ever. I think I'm back on. Let me see if I get it. I'm gonna kind of monitor this to see if I... Hey, look at that. What the hell? Okay. Anyway, go back here. I don't even need YouTube up there. Am I no longer on? Live, there we go. Beautiful. Alright, I appreciate... Maybe it comes back to this. The patience. I don't even know who the fuck I'm talking to. It's myself. It's helping me stay up. Let's see what kind of input types. Mozilla. Oh my goodness. So, the easy way to do this, the smooth way, I mean, is to go like this. Take all of... Wait, why in the fuck are you like that? Go over there, button guy. Go like this. Go like this. Then... Oh wait, I already had... This one's gonna have the text, email, and password in there, right? It better, or else I screwed up. Text, password, email. Yep, okay. Then you go like that. Then like that. Voila. Alright, CSS input types are now complete. I think I need to make a default text for that, which makes perfect sense. Oh, not invalidation, input text. Oh, it was the new attribute group too. I made everything. I think it says default is... Yeah, it doesn't like having default plus required. I don't see why that's a problem. Like a logical concern. Okay, there. Cool. It says YouTube's fucking up again. It's a good thing no one will ever watch these. Alright. So now... Oh, input attributes need to go onto that here. This is why I do it this way with the different attribute groups and stuff. Look how, like, perfectly smooth that is. Like, I like the modularity and portability of this definition structure. Whatever. I'm not here to masturbate. Let's go. Fuck. Why? Don't need all those. I don't care about them. The old ways of doing things. So now I'm going to add one for type. Oh shit, I can't do that actually because those, the different structures, those are only for the CSS like style values. Those the CSS property. So what's a good way to do this then? Fucking. All right, let's reload this and see what I need to do to get the existing text view or inputs and stuff to look the way they're supposed to. Because this looks funky. I don't know if the class is not associating. Class frame view, class card, class linear view. Oh, you guys can't even see what I'm doing there. Frame view, card, linear view, text view, and input text. I changed the definition in the layout files to input text instead of text input, and that's because I don't know what's best. I'm I'm just making this up. I'm not sure which one to move then. I'm going to move. It's literally halfway, I think. So either this input text, but on the system styles, text input. That's exactly the problem. Should I just change it to input since they all have different types now? Since I'm going to be like respecting that formulation? Because if I have, no, I don't want just like a generic input. I want specific inputs. And that's why I want input to come first. The prefix input versus the prefix text. Because the prefix text has a home for like text view, and I might make different types of text. Same like the button prefix has a home, but wait. There's only a button now. I don't have an image button. Well, fuck. So maybe I will leave it as text input. I'll leave the text input. I'm gonna change it in the other the other definition file and in the layout files. So where do I have 5 different places? I'm gonna change that to text input. This one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Yep, all those made sense. Down here. I'm going to say this is text input. Save that. And that will break my layout file right here. Login. We'll say go. Why are you over there? No, it's over here. Login. It says, what the fuck is an input text? Text input. Problem solved. And I'm just going to go ahead and like force that build review or view rebuild. Oh, I don't have the fucking development thing running. I managed to not fuck anything up while not having that running. Alright, let's see. So I don't need to change that now. Now. Looks like shit, but but I really don't like that the aligned center thing now, or the horizontal alignment now. I think it's changing the children display types, and I don't. I'm not a front end guy, by the way. I can do front end stuff, obviously. I'm not like a CSS whiz. I'm a good enough like dynamic programming whiz to make to generate a ginormous CSS file like this to do a million things that I want, but I'm not. Fuck. Okay, let's get to styling this. Here on the inputs, border. Yep, so that's working. Okay, just testing. So if I change the text input variables, those will change. I think the padding's okay on it. Oh. Well, first of all, gross. There's no font. I open the class. Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, I don't need to open the class that way. I can go to... Why do I have all this previous debugging? Elements. This is the way to go. Let's go to the inputs. Right here. Class, text input. The easy way. Let's see. Border doesn't need anything. Like that. Like that. I noticed there was a 20 pixel gap on the previous linear layout, which I'm not using here, and which I think will make it look cleaner before I start digging into. So back to my login page on this linear layout. I don't have a gap. So grid view has gap as an additional attribute because I never put it in the basic attributes. So I think grid view and linear are the only ones that really should apply to. Therefore, oh yeah, I guess I did the same thing with. All right, good enough. I will take it. Positive integer, optional. All right, yeah, it works for gap now. 20 pixels, but not positive integer. That needs to be a CSS number. There. And here, there is no gap property here, but I think I can just, shit. I think this will suffice. Just calling it gap. Save, rebuild. Nice, and yeah, those fucking text inputs look like buttons. All right, getting somewhere. So, let's see. further stylize this. Okay, there's supposed to be a lot of like afters and stuff here. Oh, because they're divs, first of all. That's why they look like shit. So, input text. Text. Input. Now. That should already make it look and function a little better. Hey, look at that. There's no hints. Wait, it's got a good font. I think everything's basically good now for those. It doesn't look at all nice as nice as the other one did. Hint isn't the CSS thing, it's part of the HTML, like the input tag, right? Okay. Bet you it is. Let's go inspect. You. Whoa. I usually just do edit as HTML, but let me try that. I never added those username credentials. I think that's inferred by my browser, and I don't like that. I want to figure out how to prevent that. I don't want the data types being I don't want anything being inferred. I want it to be as literally as I specify in the layout files. So it's called placeholder, not hint, right? Placeholder equals username or email. Right? Hey, yeah, it's placeholder. Those really don't look too bad, do they? They could use work, for sure. I think if anything, the surrounding text and buttons are making them look even shittier. Let's fix the placeholder thing, because that already helps. Maybe the shadows. I had like a white border on the other ones, didn't I? Oh, it was only on... So why are the... There are supposed to be pseudo classes and pseudo elements defined in that system files or system styles thing that generates the main CSS. So here's this. Yeah. The placeholders, those actually, or not the placeholder. Cool. That's why the placeholder is stylized, though, is because of the pseudo element. So they're working. I just need to change the values, which is all text input, text input, text input, text input, text input. Everything except the color. Nice. Hint opacity. Let me see if I can... Oh, I can do it right here in the... I'm going to leave the opacity at 1. Here's some text inputs. Hint, active, and hover. I don't know how that got separated from buttons, cars. From these? You see that? The pseudo elements were placed at the bottom. I think because it goes through every single class. I'll figure out. Whatever. These really don't look bad, do they? I'm pretty sure I copied all of these actually from the other style sheet. So other than fixing the placeholder, I think I ought to leave it. I feel like it looks all right. There's no, there's a good font for that. All right. So let's figure out the placeholder thing. Because it's not. It's so ugly. The thing is, the more I add here, the more I'm just like piling on to shit I gotta fix later. Let me fix the button naming thing, cause fuck that. And text button, image button, those here. System styles. I'm just gonna call it text button. Oh. Leave it like that. Layout. That should have broken. Wait. Image button, text button. Okay. Should not have broken that. Here. I think that was just it. That was all there was. So let's check it out with the buttons. What the fuck? Alright. That looks like garbage. Fucking Windows 2000. What? Text button class. Text button. Check it out and see what's up. That's crazy. Font. What? Oh, I'm putting this. Why is it not just on? Not a variable. Let me go back to the font families. Button font. There is a button font. The system default font, which is monospace. That's why everything looks like that. So, over here in my project, my variables. This will kind of showcase the power of... What is it called? System default font? Yeah, not bad. Creato. Oh. Display bold. I don't know why it's like that, but system default font. What? Fuck is wrong with it? Go to these fonts. Oh, those are the names. I just gotta say add ID. That's weird. Oh, I guess that's what I was supposed to do. I don't even know how to use my own fucking software. Alright. Let's check it out. Now, I think most things will use... What did I fuck up? Inspect. This should say... That should have been overridden by... Let me force a build and see if maybe I'm just missing a file there. Force a build, save it. I'm pretty sure those variable overwrites, or the resource overwrites, they were working. I know they were. Maybe the problem is... That sucks. The problem is when I was refactoring that and I pulled all the fucking build files into different helper functions into different build files. Somewhere when I did the build styles one. Fuck me. See, this is what I mean. I try to fix one thing and I add like 5 steps to it. Like, oh, I should do it right this way. I should do this is the right way to do that. I should fix that. I should... Then I'm here. Alright, so build styles, I think, is the one where the overrides are occurring. Themes, colors. fucked up big time. Somehow, the thing is, I haven't looked at that variables file since I first made all the resource files and like tested them out and initially like threw all that together. It literally just had that one example variable, 0 pixels. That was overriding an example variable I had in the like system set, the system styles. Somehow when I moved it over here and during like rebuilding that function and refactoring at some point there, I got rid of handling the variables, which is kind of fucking wild, actually. The system styles. Yeah, the system styles is like neatly broken into it's an object with fonts, colors, variables, and stuff. So it's very easy to handle the overrides, reading the file, iterating through the children, trying to think of, get the ID attribute, compare it to like system styles dot variables, whatever. All right. Fuck. Let's do that. Copy colors here. No, let me add the. So this one is going to be variables. Variables file. Here's the variables update, variable file, and if not variables update, return, get the system styles, my indent, stay there. This is really not bad. I guess, yeah, the location doesn't even, or the order doesn't even matter as long as it's after the system styles object is created, which it has to be. So, that is view get system styles, which is in not system def. Maybe it's system def. Yep, system def view get system styles. I got rid of the other file. Okay, good. Fonts, variables, colors. Yeah, I just don't even touch the variables thing yet. That's wild that I did that. Okay. I don't know why this is like that. Oh. Keep it consistent and pretty. All right. All right. This font I only see 2, 3 upper. Oh wait, that's not even this. Yeah, I only see 2 uppercase fonts. There we go. Variables, and then here. That. Oh. Wait. I forgot these ones. Variable. Go back here. This is the easy way to fix this. All those. Fonts file. Variable. Variables parser. Variables. Make sure I don't fuck anything up. Variables XML. I know is correct. And that. Whoa. Bad practice, bitch. Okay. Let's. This is actually just the variables file I read. Variables file. This is the fonts file. This is the colors file. I wonder when I did that. And the themes file. I don't need to go. Oh, this styles file I think is not defined. Yeah. Alright, that's better. Anyway, variable data is to read the file, JSON, parse it, variables, variable, which is correct. Alright. Then fuck it. Let's check it out and see if that fixes it. Oh my god, what the fuck? System default font. But then it's... Maybe I should have read through the rest of that function first. Alright, so... System styles, variables, push... Oh... I am not doing the same with, like, colors. And this is how it really should be. It should be like the colors at that variable ID is going to equal the variable value. The fonts necessarily had to be done differently. And that's not variable name either. I'm going to copy this colors shit because I know this is just plain the correct way to do it. Fonts was the exception, not colors. There. Now, let's try that. I still don't know if if that worked, or I'm gonna log the system styles down here. System style dot variables. System default font is obviously staying the same. Alright, that's fine. Let me put that there. Let's see, if I stick it here. Variable. Oh, this. There is no such name. It's ID. Let's try that. No, I think I'm getting closer, because here in system styles, for ID value, no, not, it's gonna be these ones up here, just ID. And then the inner, right here. Okay. Let me see. So before it prints this, if I go variable, I knew it. So this is what I get for being lazy and not just rewriting. This would have been so much easier to rewrite. Let me go straight up to the top. Oh, that's a hella problem. What? Variables, data, just to make sure it's getting the whole file. I think it is. Yeah, of course. Variables, JSON, of course. And then dot variables, dot variable. Oh, it's this fucking lowercase, first of all. And that should actually... Let's see. Ha! Yes. Perfect. Except... it's by ID still. So, let's see. Fuck this. That was... I'm never gonna do that again. I'm just gonna type it out. This variable here ought to be able to take CSS values, colors, or reference IDs. The reference ID worked. inside of there is where I should handle. In fact, I think. Oh my gosh, not that. Uh, yeah, if it starts with that, there's the tag value, and this is in like the theme validation. I think is the only single place I handled those reference IDs. Oh, what the fuck am I talking about? It should not have reference IDs here because let's go to resource. Oh, my knees are killing me. This fucking schema is so much worse than my other one. Okay. In variables, I just put CSS value there, and I haven't revisited this resource. What do we even have for CSS value? This resource. This was way before I actually deep dived into the XML defs and making like the nicer one. So it's got some validation. Actually, that's more validation than I thought it did. I want a fucking resource ID though. I think that's probably bad. This my concern here is that the fonts are kind of everywhere in the like style sheet generation and stuff. Fonts are necessarily an exception. I said that a couple times, but they've had to be because like first you define the font family. It has a different structure. It's in a different area. It's referenced um, in different places, and only sometimes as a variable, and things like it's different enough that the fonts. I wonder inside variables. No, you can't put fonts because it's like the list is dot variable. Okay. I don't want to go back and change these long time ago, 3 days ago. I don't want to change these like old, ancient, 3-day old artifact pieces of infrastructure yet. But I guess in anticipation, knowing I'm going to have to, even though I have all these stricter definitions here, I'm going to do something dirty. And just allow anything. Oh, damn. It has to be regex. I thought you could just use wildcards in these. Oh, nope. I want the A through Z, 0 through 9, minus. Oops. I think like that should be good enough. Just anything. Oh, and then because this resource one is actually running from the server as well, I have to like force uh, revalidate the XML files. Problem solved. I'll just let it be a dirty string for now, and when I rebuild that whole schema to look as I want it to be organized and neat like this one, then I might even move all of the validation functions to a separate file, like a shared file. Move all of like the attribute groups to a shared file, and then have layout and resource definitions separate the way they are now, but just both cross-referencing the same thing, especially because that could eliminate any discrepancy between the two. For now, that dirty string will work. Dirty old string. There's build styles here. Oh my god. And it says fucking monospace? Nope. Create or display bold. Okay. Cool. It still looks like shit, the button, but that's one annoying problem out of the way. Check out not the themes, buttons. I should not be this tired. It's only 5 a.m. What the fuck? Maybe I should end the stream soon. I'm not really doing anything. I'm talking to myself. Make a habit out of talking to myself for 2 hours at a time into the YouTube void for no reason. Whoop. That's actually like super buttony, but not what I want. What even was that? 8? I think it was 8. Why is this button? I think it's this button shadow that's making it look. I bet you it's a border. Let's go to the button class. Come on. That's it. I never put any like border definition. I think it was like just border none for those. That looks already way better. I think that may be literally the only thing. The padding probably looks a little different, but I'm getting very close to the style I had before. And I really think I should change this. I gotta figure out what that center align. It just looks like shit, dude. You know, I think I might have hard-coded widths. And that's why. I think I hard-coded widths on the buttons and... Oh, it's so much better. And I can easily just add that to the button. Watch. Fuck yeah. Text button. border radius, a border, button border, and that's going to be none at first. I think 0, like 0px or 0em would be technically the way I have it configured. We'll see. Maybe I don't think I have to actually do anything else besides just save that as the default. Rebuild that. Pull this back up. Reload. Let's check it out. Huh. Awesome. So I set the defaults for these texts. This text, you can't even see here. It's a little or. And why in the fuck are these not using the system default font? I thought everything was using the system default font. Maybe not. And I know precisely where that's not happening and should be happening, right? Down here. I think all I have to do is say like this. System default font. Oh, it'd help if I could type right? Stitsem. SYSTEM. Okay. Fixing both those and wow. I mean, it is showing here on everything. Font, variable, system default font, which is the creator display bold. And wait, that's supposed to be font or font family, actually. Font family. And then I can start taking the color from, yeah, so system default font is being overridden too. That's the important thing there. Default background, that one too. Then I guess the reason background color didn't have a problem was because it was actually hard-coded. Okay, it wasn't being overridden. But now it can be. Let's go back to the backup views. Nope. To the property. Got so many fucking folders going on here. Alright, let's check out the... I don't care about the space. Let's see, the gap. Yeah, that was a 20 pixel gap. I'm okay with that. The I actually wasn't setting the widths of the inner things. I was just center aligning the text. It looks so much better when they're not fully corner to corner justified and not individually sized to wrap content. So I guess just hard writing a value. Okay, whatever. I can do that. I don't see any colors there. Which probably means that here in... This is the old one. This is the one I modeled that output after. And I handmade this whole thing while I was like stylizing the thing. Kind of just coming up with the idea of where theme font default. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I wound up... Oh. So here, I did put a default color for everything. And that is theme font color default. Looks like white. But let's go to... Oh, wait, what? It has its own Oh, because I gave it like the tiniest blue tint. And it kind of helped them like stand out. But I'll leave it at like lightest. That's what I'll do. Alright, so build styles here. Oops, that needs to go there. System font color default. And the system font color default is going to be lightest. System font color default. Save that. Save that. Come back now and beautiful. It's not perfect at all. But baby steps. And these are just the defaults. You know, I mean, the whole point of doing this, it does not have to look exactly the way I want it or exactly nice, because these are just supposed to be system defaults. I want them like reasonably good looking. Yeah, I want them reasonably good looking, clean, functional, high enough contrast that they're like not like major like disability issues like this. That's horrible contrast. This possible to see like I want it to be good enough, but it doesn't have to be perfect. The whole point of it is like to be able to define your own colors, define your own layout parameters and stuff, stick them all into a theme, maybe have multiple themes or just a single, then refer to that with everything, and then all your classes will be styled appropriately. And so this doesn't have to be perfect. I think I need to not obsess over it. And actually, instead of making all of these fucking this monospace, where did I override it? This one. I think it's called regular. And that will prevent stuff from looking too fucked. Here. Ooh, yeah, see, I set them to, like, bold. I think. No, that's system default font. Oh, even better. Okay. Well, shit. Give it a try. I think I'm gonna go to... What the fuck did I do? I think I'm gonna go to bed. Maybe I'll be less talky at the beginning, and maybe I'll actually, like, dive deep into code and not fucking drag my feet all night like I did with this one. Okay. Yeah, maybe just not use bold for everything. I don't know, I think bold looked a little nicer than regular. There's a medium bold. Let me try that. Variables. Medium bold. I don't know how it's spelled. I think it's like that. Whoa. 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 Button font. System default font. Creator display medium bold. Where are the fonts? Oh, it's just called medium. That looks better. I think that's a good compromise. I think it's supposed to be a medium bold, and I might just, I don't know, not included it properly. I don't know how I did that. Let's try this again. Force build. Go meow. Good enough. It's working. Now I can add more pages, work on the animations, work on the multi-page slider. Most importantly, I have to come over here and continue to procrastinate doing this. Because if I don't procrastinate doing that, I might get this thing done in a reasonable amount of time. Fuck. Alright, this has been Rebel.